and welcome to Word Smart with the Copy Detective. Today we're going to be talking about tight copywriting, what it is, how you can get it, and I'm going to be giving you 5 very quick editing tips that will improve your copywriting. So sit back, get comfortable. My name's Belinda Weaver, I'm the Copy Detective, I'm a copywriter, and I'm the owner of Copyright Matters. And today I want to talk to you about tight copywriting. This is actually one of those terms bandied around in the copywriting world, and it's really easy to wonder if it actually means anything at all. In fact, tight copywriting is about editing. In the discussion about whether long or short copy is better, it's said that copy should only be as long as it needs to be. Imagine your copywriting as a wet towel. You have to wring out all the excess water before you can use it, and that's what tightening or editing your copywriting is all about. It's getting rid of all the words you don't need to get your message across effectively. Now you might be wondering how your blog post or your web copy or your brochure can possibly be interesting once you take out all the, in quotes, good bits. Well, painting a mental picture for your reader is important, as is telling stories. However, copywriting that's too wordy just wastes your reader's time and makes your message harder to understand. It's also a sign that you might not know what it is you want to say. Good copywriting doesn't use a single unnecessary word. Good copywriting doesn't say something in 10 words that it can say in 3. That's what tight copywriting is. The first step is to declutter your copy. This is the first wring of the towel when you can probably remove most of the copy. That's excess, that is. Start by removing excess adjectives and superlatives and metaphors. Marketing copy shouldn't be written like a novel. Simple, concrete language is much more effective. Then cut out words like great, some, many, quite, only, even, that, really, actually. Because these are all quite wishy-washy words. They don't really add anything to your copy. Always ask yourself, can I say this in fewer words? Read your copy once you've done that editing and see if it still makes sense. I bet it does. Then you need to check that your copywriting is active. This is the difference between writing in a passive voice and an active voice. A passive voice generally describes something that has been done or will be done. An active voice generally describes something that is happening. Using an active voice speaks more directly to your readers and gives your copywriting much more energy. So if you find yourself using a past tense on actions that are happening now or may happen in the future, you might be using a passive voice. You need to bring that sentence into the now. Then you have to look at simplifying. Long words and complicated language don't make you seem clever. They really don't. If your reader has to stop and think, even for a second, you risk losing their attention. So make sure your marketing is talking to your reader, just like you talk to them in person. Here are some really common examples that crop up in business speak all the time. Due to the fact that, endeavour, assist, utilise, in error. You have to ask yourself, would I actually say this sentence to someone in front of me? If the answer is no, then you have to edit it. Because simple language isn't unprofessional, and copywriters will always choose clarity over cleverness. The last editing tip is to let your copywriting breathe. And what I mean is not leaving it outside. It's not overloading your reader with big, long, stodgy paragraphs. Keep your paragraphs short, maybe 3 or 4 lines max. Use subheadings, images, colours, formatting to give the eyes a rest and draw them to the most important points you're making. Add white space around your copy, so that's the space between paragraphs, between lines, between characters, between columns, between images and text. All that space makes your copywriting much easier to read, and it's especially important online. So the lesson here is if you find yourself with 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 lines of copy in a row, have a think about whether that paragraph could in fact be 2 paragraphs, whether it needs a subheading, or whether you can just add some spacing or an image to make it easier and more attractive to read. All these techniques will make your copywriting easier to read, which means more people are likely to stop scanning and actually read it, check, and they're more likely to get to your all-important call to action, check. But you have to be tough on yourself. Make every word justify its place on your page. So that's it, 5 very quick editing tips that will improve your copywriting. If you like this copywriting tutorial and you want to learn more, sign up to hear about my next copywriting masterclasses. They are a series of highly interactive online classes for people who want to write copy that really sells. Head to www.copywrightmatters.com.au/learn copywriting. If you fancy saying hi, look for me on social media. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Google+, and I'm pretty much always there. If you search for Copyright Matters or Belinda Weaver, I'm sure to turn up. So that's it for now. I'll see you next time.